It's time for our final segment for this Monday morning. We have Shine in the studio for Health Matters. Good morning. How was your weekend?
It was great. I had bridal shower.
Oh.
And I invited a group of friends for dinner. Yeah, holiday season with lots of social gathering has begun. How about you?
Yeah, I sometimes think my weekends are busier than my weekdays. I was looking forward to just sleeping and lounging and not doing anything, but I was up and about. I had dinner also on Saturday, not evening. And so definitely there's lots of gatherings going on right now, right?
Yeah, it's harder to stay fit through this season because of the social influence as there are many occasions. So today I'm going to talk about some of the social norms to avoid in order to stay fit and healthy through this season.
Yes. And we don't want to always wait until like January 1st to get on that fitness wagon. Speaking of social norms, basically norm meaning normal. So I guess like there's like a range of actions that people can take that's considered normal, norms. And then if not, I guess you fall into this abnormal category.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I have studied in the States for a few years, and there were different social norms like any other culture, but I think Korean culture has stronger social norms in terms of doing things to meet, social expectations.
Definitely.
Just like doing things like others do.
Like you have to. You feel like you have to.
And I'm not saying that's bad, but it could definitely slow your fitness progress. And as a personal trainer, I get this a lot from my clients, at least in the beginning. I had no choice. Like we had to eat at the restaurant.
Well, you had to pick out at the buffet.
Yeah, circumstances don't help. Everyone was eating it, so, But, you don't have to follow all these things.
Oh, well, that's good. We know that we're not cattle. We don't just have to follow the head cow moving somewhere.
Today I'll just help you change your perspective a little bit.
Okay.
Well, the less you care about what others think, the better you will do in fitness.
Sounds good. So what are some examples of social norms?
First one, you must eat a lot every occasion, like eat until you feel stuffed. Well, there is a strange unwritten rule that if you don't eat until you feel stuffed, you're missing out something. Well, let's say you attend a wedding and have a buffet lunch.
Yes.
Many people think you have to eat as much as you can to make your time and money worth it. Like I went there. Or you go to a fancy like barbecue restaurant for a company outing. People expect you to eat a lot of meat because it's like paid for, right? This is time to eat meat, Like, well, you're not missing out on anything even if you don't eat so much. Well, there's nothing wrong with eating salad at a buffet or slowing moderation to keep losing weight or stay healthy during different occasions.
Right. And the reason why I was giggling so much is because sometimes I hear people around me, like in Korean, they say 본전 뽑다.
Yeah.
Like they feel like they have to get their money's worth, like in terms of, whatever they paid, in terms of the meal or into the company or they went to a wedding. So, So that's not good for your health program, right? All right. What's next?
Next one is you must drink socially. Well, last week we talked about alcohol and fitness.
Yes.
There are many occasions that involve drinking alcohol nowadays. And people tend to expect everyone to drink with everyone. Well, let's say you are just sipping on a water or an iced tea during a 회식.
Yeah.
You may get plenty of odd looks and pressure to be social or fun enough to drink alcohol with others. But at the end of the day, you have the full control and power to make your own decision to drink or not, or how much you're gonna drink. It's your body and your health, which is a lot more important than what others think at that moment.
I have a true story related to alcohol. I actually took footage of it, or actually a family member took footage of it. In front of my home, there was a drunk driver. She had apparently had too many. She got into an accident. She hit a parked truck and flipped her car to the side. True story. Happened on Saturday at 7:18 p.m. It wasn't like late at night. And then the police came and all the neighbors came out. And everybody was like, what happened? And she pretended she was sober, but the police smelled the alcohol on her breath. They made her do a breathalyzer, and they arrested her, or they took her into custody. So this whole drinking socially thing, I really want to, advise people. Yeah, you have to know when to say no and don't get behind the wheel. Mm-hmm. Right. So, oh my gosh, that was a scary sight. I have it on film. Yeah, not good. So, in terms of saying no to drinking, I know sometimes it's really difficult, but I have a really good one. I always tell people at a hashik or other people at an outing, I drove today and I don't feel comfortable calling a substitute or 대리 운전사. So, therefore, that's my excuse. That's my way out. So what's next? What's another norm?
Next one is you must eat out with everyone else.
Oh, so explain this one.
Yeah, so there are certain jobs that require you to dine out with clients, but most office jobs don't have this obligation, though it may seem like it, right? When I was in college, I worked at a travel agency for 1 semester.
Okay.
And there were 60 people in the office. And every lunchtime, each department went out for lunch, jumping between various restaurants nearby the office. And it was fun, but 9 out of 10 places were not that healthy or nutritious.
Okay.
And there were only 2 or 3 out of 60 people that packed their own lunch and stayed in the office during lunchtime. And I used to think they were not as social or a little bit weird. But I am sure that they were able to take care of their health and fitness by making their own decision to do that.
True.
And they didn't lose their job nor have time, had hard time getting along with other people for that. So if you're working on your fitness or if you want to start eating healthy,
yes,
feel free to say no thanks to dine out, as it's never a job requirement.
Yes.
It could be hard in the beginning, but again, you have the power and control of your own decision to eat out or not. So.
Well, that's a good tip because, I think the tendency here is like to go where the crowd goes. Like you feel really pressured to kind of follow. Everybody's like, okay, let's go eat here. Like, oh, okay, even though you don't feel like it, right? So thanks for that. Maybe one last one for our listeners?
Yeah, the last one is you must eat dessert at celebrations.
That's a must, isn't it? I'm just kidding.
Well, like I saw on the bakery shop, they have like cakes, Christmas cakes already lined up. And then you almost feel like you have to eat it.
Yes.
But again, it's totally okay to pass if you don't want to.
Okay.
Nobody will think any less of you for not eating them.
Oh.
You can still enjoy all the celebration without eating sweets. So
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, such a downer, but so true. Say no to the dessert. Or sometimes, you know what I do? Sometimes I really want dessert, so I eat kind of skimpy during the meal, like the meal itself, so I save my calories sometimes for the dessert when I know that it's going to be really good. So that's what I do sometimes. Anyhow, why don't you give us like a final wrap-up of things that we should keep in mind when it comes to your body and fitness and social norms?
Well, when it comes to your body and your fitness, remember, you are in charge.
Okay.
So don't let all these social norms be reason to compromise. Doing something different might be hard at first, but by doing so, you would improve your fitness life for the better.
That's right. While everybody else, is regretting it down the line, you'll be fit and healthy. So thank you so much, Shine, for giving us some good tips on how to kind of not let social norms rule our life. All right. And we'll check in with her next.